Happy Easter on this Wednesday of the 6th week of Easter. As we dive even deeper into this Easter season, we still maintain the joy of the resurrection. And as we hear from the first reading today from the Acts of the Apostles, from the Holy Mass, we see Paul and his companions are now in Athens, they're in Greece. So we're familiar a little bit with the Greek gods, and they're beginning to encounter in these temples in various areas their religion, and they see an altar to an unknown God. And so Paul begins to proclaim to them who the God is and who he has been revealed to us fully by Jesus Christ, especially in his resurrection from the dead. It's a good reminder for us on a couple levels. First of all, that our faith is the true faith in Jesus Christ and in being a Christian. That we're not kind of part of equal religions, if you will, because we would say that there's some valid points and some commonalities with other religions, but nobody has the fullness of revelation as we do as Christians. More importantly, we live now in a society that's not really that Christian. It's become very secular, and people have some skepticism, but at the same time, there's still always spiritual intuition, I guess we could say. You could say there's a sense that people have about the divine. There's something bigger than themselves. We know that this is even more the case during this pandemic, and people are more disposed to the fact that there's somebody or something, God, that has a name that we can learn more about. And we want to respect where people are coming from in that, but we don't want to just not proclaim the gospel to them, to tell them especially about our experience of God's love and power, of submitting our lives to Christ, the forgiveness of sins that we experience through that, and certainly the liberation, the salvation, the freedom that we have in the Holy Spirit. And when we do that, then I think we acknowledge the true dignity that each person has, and part of their human dignity is to receive the gospel, to know who created him, and to have an opportunity to know him in order to worship him, to give him honor, and submit their lives to his son, Jesus. When we do that, I think we'll find our faith only more being nourished and strengthened in order to better understand, to explain it to others, but also just to grow deeper in our love for the Lord, to know even more fully his love for us. And that's really what Easter is all about, is just getting more and more into the joy and sharing that joy with others. And then we certainly not only are, but continue to grow the people of Easter.